What is going on? Feel like we were just on with you guys last night for Mr. Burns live as he finished out his 10,000 steps. And we're back at it. And we're going to get to it. Hopefully, everybody is in a good place. I'll just leave the hair down. I was going to try to pull it, but it's a fight I don't feel like having today. Okay, let me get myself together here. Let me get it together. Let me get myself together. And okay, all right. Let's see, where am I at? Let me make sure I did this right. That's right. Yep, got that. Got to do our own analytics, folks. We got to make sure we're building our own channel. For sure. Okay. What is going on, Sharuk? How are you today, sir? Whew. How was football? It's going well. Nice. Do you have a match today? Do you have uh, practice? What do you have going on today? At 6. So that's in a couple hours because it's like 3 o'clock your time now. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. That was a big yawn. In 10 minutes? All right, man. Well, I know you're going to hop out here soon, so we miss you in the chat, but we're glad that you are able to get yourself active and really going out there. Keep us informed on how you do, on these scores, on how you're doing, how you're feeling, all that good stuff. All right, folks, let's get down to it. We came here for the 100 reps. We're on day 147. Yep, I'll see you, Sharuk. We're on day 147 of at least 100 push-ups, at least. But we're going to do something more than just 100 push-ups. All right. Let's get this going. Sharuk, hit that like before you leave, sir, please, and thank you. Get myself hydrated here. You're the man. You are the man. All right. It's a beautiful morning. It's rather cool out. So I get myself warmed up slowly but surely before I start in. I will give myself a little bit of a static stretch before doing some slight dynamics. 6, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. All right. And I think I'm going to give myself an adductor and abductor day. Oh, my new wind chime is talking. See if I have what I need in this bag, my traveling bag. No, I don't, but that's okay. So we're going to make do. We're going to make do. First of all, I'm going to bump this angle over a little more. And I'm going to start with the abductors, which is resistance that you're pushing away from going outward. So I'm going to put it low, right under the knees, under the kneecap. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we'll go with the adductors, which is bringing it inward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And start on these push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to sit my stretch for a minute. Right. Hey, what's up, Dope Fitness? How are you? Where you come to us from? I'm just getting started. It's a slow morning, very quiet morning, but we're going to get to it. So instead of squats today with the push-ups, I'm doing adductors and abductors with that. And, you know, maybe I could throw the squats in as well. But when we do enough of them, I want to make sure that I'm hitting other things as well and giving you guys opportunities to see other things as well. So I think I'm just going to stick with those. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here's my counting stone. That was number 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just take the time to get a little stretch here. This one I really like because just kind of leaning into it, my foot all the way flat, get a lot of kind of groin, hamstring, even down to the Achilles. And I'm really trying to keep that foot flat. There we go. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 4. So got 4 sets of the adductors and abductors. So I'm going to switch out to something different now. Not sure if this will work. I'm going to try just the body weight hamstring curl. So we'll see if that works on this surface. You need a somewhat smooth surface to be able to pull this one out. And if not, we'll move on to something else. So normally this would be, yeah, I can tell this isn't going to work already. We'll have to switch out. So I'm just going to go leg raises. I'm going to go side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's switch over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I'm going to go belly as well and lift the leg from this position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then the push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's my first set of the leg raises, but my 5th set overall. So I'm halfway through, at least on the push-ups. So we'll keep it moving. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And this does emulate to some degree the exercise I was just doing here, but it's a no equipment exercise. You're just using yourself. So just a little bit more hip sort of stuff. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm going to split these up and I'm going to do 5s of each. So I'm going to finish the 5 that I'm doing, then I'm going to go back and do one more set with the band and that piece of equipment that I had. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. So, like I said, so my sets are even in 5s. I'm going to go back, do this first one that I had done 4 sets of earlier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last set of push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. Hey, good morning, Matt. How are you today? Good morning, good morning. It's a quiet Saturday morning. Very quiet indeed. But we got the 100 push-ups in. Did some leg raises and stuff instead of the squats. And I got that first little drip of sweat going. So, not a bad morning. Not a bad morning. How are things on your end? Matt must have just jumped in for a moment. So I was debating on squats, but I'm still feeling my legs a little bit from yesterday's squats. So I'm going to take this time to sit and stretch. To sit and stretch. Well, it's not exactly what we wanted. There we go. Just trying to get the neck relaxed. Good morning, Mr. Burns. Oh. Hey, good morning, Marco. How are you today? Welcome to the channel. We are on day 147, 147 straight days of doing 100 push-ups and some other exercises as well. So if you are enjoying the content so far, please feel free to subscribe to the channel. Also hit the like. That would be very helpful. We've got a lot of good people in our chat community who are from around the world, so we'd like to have you. Where are you coming to us from? Mr. Burns with the fire emojis and prayer hands for that stretch we were doing earlier. Great for the wrist. And we want to practice a little foot care as well. So during these stretches, just the thumb up the center of the foot. Definitely learn more about the foot, acupressure on certain areas, being able to hold certain spots, what that means for the rest of your body. Feet are very important. This is the only time I crack joints, knuckles. It's just on my toes. And it's not a forced. It's just if it happens to pop, then I'll hold my foot down. And I'm not forcing it, I'm just supporting it in this position. And I feel a good amount of that across the top of the foot of this front area. And then I'll do the opposite again, support it here at the heel and support it while it's in a flex position as well. I do want it to be at a certain point, so I am feeling the stretch. Right, swap out. I'll just cross this leg over and hug it and turn. Right. And we'll just lean it forward. I'm feeling this hamstring, especially this morning, but that's all right. We'll just hold a nice stretch. I'm feeling a lot of this in my lower lumbar and in my neck, shoulder blades. It's passing through the entire, like, the whole posterior chain. I'm feeling it even down through my calf. So everything here and up my back through my to my neck, I'm feeling the stretch. All right, and again, it's gonna turn here so you guys can see. That's where I'm doing the feet. All right, and again, I just kind of pull my toe and just give it like a little twirl. Pull it and twirl. Pull it and twirl. Pull and twirl. Pull and twirl, and then I'll go back and just see if it happens to pop. There we go. I got 2 pops, which I generally do. And we'll just pull the foot down a little bit. Again, more support than force. And here we go. Excellent. Let's go right here. And just a nice stretch. Oh, and I'm going to open this up for my stretch here. Going off my mat. These hamstrings are extremely tight today. So I'm going to put one hand down in front of me, arc the other one over, and even with this elbow, kind of helps to keep this leg in place. Well, I'm feeling this in this oblique all the way down that my whole side. Good stretch. And I'll swing it back over here. And again, I'm using this elbow kind of inside my leg here. And then I'm just going to stretch it out. And normally I'd be in a lower position, but my hamstrings are really tight. So as I just sit and kind of relax and just breathe, they eventually loosen up. So sometimes it's not about a count that you're holding your stretch, but just until your body kind of lets go and unlocks that bit of tightness. There we go. I can feel it loosening up a little, so you see I can drop a little bit. And I don't have to get all the way down to the bottom. It's just a matter of keeping that stretch till it kind of opens up and loosens up, which it did. Oh. But now I'm going to set myself up here. So I'm going to slide this a little forward so get a little better view. And probably a new phone holder is what I need at this point. But I'm going to go with some cat and cow. So If you're not familiar with cat and cow, I'm trying to do is push my spine towards the ground in the cow position. And that's what I'm inhaling. And then on my exhale, I want to push my belly button up through my spine. Do one more. And on this last one, I'm going to transition from this cat position into a downward facing dog. So I'll go in my cow and I'm going to go from this dog position and sweep down into a cobra. And I'm going to come up, put myself into pigeon. Mad Acoustic says Friday night fish fry last night, deep fried goodness. But the energy is low this morning. Yeah, get that lipemic blood, and that will definitely kind of put that proverbial sand in your gas tank. So I'm really getting this hip engaged, my lower back. And then I'm going to switch legs. You can see what this stretch is looking like if I move my arm. And even just holding myself up. And I'm going to slide this back. I'm going to bring this up and just go into a nice stretch here. And I'm going to step up and just sit in this squat. Mad said I was 2 years old when I learned about the trident pigeon stretch. Yes, Sergio, consider what oil you use. Most kill testosterone, try coconut, beef, or avocado. Elshad says hello. Thank you for that information, Sergio. Yes, the pigeon stretch is an amazing stretch. Oh, you were 2 days ago years old. Okay. And I have one I forgot that I had came up with years ago called hogtied frog. Oh, I don't know if Mr. Burns has ever come across this, but again, it was something that I had kind of invented in my own mind, but I'm sure somebody someplace has done some variation of this stretch. What holding my hands does down here is keeps them locked in place, which keeps my arms locked over my legs to keep them stretched out. Nice. Shared knowledge, absolutely. Opens up that hip, that lower back. Such a great stretch. Whew. Oh. Yeah, stretching is the great equalizer. If we aren't stretching, we aren't doing ourselves much justice at all. All right. We've had a quiet engagement this morning that I've enjoyed thoroughly. I didn't do squats. Mr. Burns may be doing squats on his walk if that's what he's going on this morning. Did get the 100 push-ups in for day 147. Did some adductors and abductors. Used my Thigh Master again and used a band. Hey, thank you, Sergio. We did leg lifts as well, just laying on your side, lifting the leg. So we worked on adductors, abductors, hips, and then I laid flat on the stomach and did a leg lift off the ground. I hit that hamstring, glute, lower back area. Uh, sorry, truck is going by. Mr. Burns says no, not seen that pose. No. Probably, yeah, I don't know if there is a name or claim to it, but I call it the hog-tied bullfrog. So, uh, just one of those things. It works. Definitely helps keep things in place. And if you can stretch it without hurting yourself, that's awesome. Sergio, where did you get that information on oil, on the oils? That's good stuff for people to know. And where are you coming to us from, Sergio? Your name does look familiar, so I apologize. Okay, good to know that the audio is still clear. Good, good. These are really good as far as it seems like noise canceling. So I don't know if that's one of the features, but definitely very cool. Should be called the Saker Falcon. Pigeon's kind of lame. Yeah. Uh, yeah, I don't. I know like a lot of these stretches, we've apparently taking cues from what the animals are actually doing. Um, but I've never seen a pigeon do that. Moonbeam Ice Cream says, I smell like honey. Well, hopefully you're not around bears. How are you today? Aside from smelling like honey. And how did you get to that position of smelling like honey? Is that like a lotion or what's going on there? What is going on, Moonbeam Ice Cream? Welcome to the channel. And where are you coming to us from? Sergio, California. I checked meta studies and videos. Nice. What led you on that path? Um, to specifically look at oils, or were you just looking at things that decrease your testosterone? Yeah, the pigeons, right? I've never seen a pigeon do that, but there's a reason. I don't know what it is, and I don't know if that's supposed to be its wing or what, but here we are. Like the cat and the cow makes sense. You know, you arch your back, you look like a cat stretching, a sagging back. We think of like with an old cow. Um, Downward dog. We've seen dogs do that stretch. Frog stretch makes sense. All of those things make sense. Moonbream says, good, brovs. Yeah, lotion, Sydney, Australia. Nice, nice. Well, cheers, mate. Appreciate you dropping in. It is late where you're at, correct, Moonbeam? Is it like 2 in the morning? If I'm not mistaken, we've had some other blokes jump into the chat, but I know that it's late there. Shout out to Abdul, yay abs, because he was coming to us from Australia as well. I don't think it was Sydney though. Yeah, we've got some other. Yeah, okay, it's 11. Yeah, we've got some other folks who are in New Zealand as well. So Moonbeam, you are welcome to join the chat anytime you like by subscribing to the channel. We'd love to have you. Good. Good energy, and we got people from all over the world. So places to learn new stuff from, like Sergio was showing us. Mr. Nathaniel J Burns. Normally he'll go live with me and do push-ups and squats alongside of me, but we don't always get that done every day. So if you like exercising, you can follow along, or if you just like supporting people who exercise, then this is a place for you. But good energy, good energy. Mr. Burns says, Capoto Asana. Hope I pronounced that right. And it's because they puff out their chest. Okay, I like that. Good information on that on the animal stretching. I do like I like the cobra one. I like dipping from the dog into the cobra. I always call that portion of my stretch routine shape shifting because we're going to like these different animals and entities and stuff like that. And it was something over time I just started putting together that felt like it flowed. So we kept going with it. We kept going with it. And Sergio and Moonbeam, for your subscriptions, if you choose to subscribe to the channel, we will do 20 push-ups for those subscriptions. We try to earn our subscriptions, give people a reason to know that they hit the subscribe button. So that would be awesome. Sun salutations. Is that the dip and the where you're standing almost like in a power pose, sort to the side? Lindsay says morning push-ups for subs. Lindsay in the house. Oof. Matt says I'm inventing one called the lazy arse feline stretch. Arse is the word variation other than a word uh, with toes at the end of the word. With two S's at the end. Yes, the arse. Yeah, that flow you described, says Mr. Burns. John says, okay, I'm late, but got my push-ups in. God, you are incredible. On your way to farmer's market, if you're not already there. And doing your thing. So, guys, we got Sergio is giving us some knowledge on certain oils to avoid, and Moonbeam is from Sydney, Australia, new to the chat as well. So, we're always trying to uh, give ourselves out for these push-ups. And I will admit, guys, my back is sore today. Not really sore, but tight, and it's self-inflicted. I slept on the couch. Ugh. I slept on the couch. Wasn't intentional. It was not like, hey, let me go get, some bedding and a pillow and tuck myself in on the couch. But still, nevertheless, here I am with couch back. Here I am with couch back. I think that should be a yoga position where you're just crumpled on your sofa, the couch potato. We're going to go into the couch potato position. No form, no nothing. You're just a slumped mass. Mr. Burns overslept. John slept in his truck. You guys are crazy. Now that trumps my couch back. Nothing like truck legs. Matt says gig night last night. Bike ride to reset the energy level and move that grease through. Yep. John says I'm alive barely. No joke, but upwards of 500 people tonight. Nice. Yeah, pump that lipemia out. Get that system going. GIF night? What is GIF? Gig night tonight. Mr. Burns asked, I'm guessing if John sold out yet. John is at a farmer's market today. So definitely want to wish him well on all his hard work to sell what he needs to. And I think we lost Sergio and Moonbeam, but um, we're here. We're here when we need to be. Oh, wait. I keep saying it, but this absolutely might be a morning for inversion table. Might be a morning for the inversion table. Get some pops when I bring my legs over. Sergio says, I'm back. I had to dab some 420. All right, all right. Do that 420 dab. How about that? Is cannabis oil good? How is that? Matt says, anyone here ever heard of the Epley procedure fix for vertigo? I have not. Mr. Burns, what say you? Mr. John Lindsay, what say you? Has anybody heard of that? Oh. Oh, wait. Yes, it resets the inner ear crystals. Mr. Burns is an uncovered wealth of knowledge, and it's awesome to be around. If we were all on Gilligan's Island, I believe he would be the professor. I think the professor was the guy who his catchphrase, not like a full catchphrase, but it was always, gee, Professor, how'd you know? Well, I just happen to know a little something about that. And Mr. Burns happens to know about a wide variety of topics. Oh. Oh. Matt says, yes, exercise is geared towards just that. Would that be similar to doing anything for tinnitus, the ringing in the ears? Mr. Burns asked, are you experiencing vertigo? Not related to tinnitus? Okay. I've seen exercises that say you can kind of help alleviate tinnitus too. Because that ringing in my ears is rather constant. That says, on rare occasions, not now. At dinner last night, one of the people at the table was talking talking about her bout with it, and Fix doing that Epley thing. Nice. Nice. Imagine all the things throughout history that humans have kind of suffered with, and it was just inexplicable, so they were chalked up to be crazy. Mr. Burns says, I wish. You have ringing in the ears too, sir. Tinnitus can be nasty, yes. I've done similar exercises not knowing what the specific Epley exercises. Yeah, tinnitus, I think mine has kind of subsided, with lifestyle change for sure. Um, Not being in as loud environments, probably not sustaining head injuries. I don't know what's all connected to tinnitus and ear ringing, but just in my case, it seems to have quieted down. Either that or I've just gotten used to it. Also, leaving the work environment that I was in, that was rather noisy, high on decibels. Whoop. Tinnitus can mess with your head if you let it. Drinking alcohol can make it worse, I've heard. I can believe that. Yes, yes, years of loud work environment, concussions, and playing music. Yeah, not only, will alcohol give you tinnitus, but cirrhosis as well. Pardon me, folks. I will be right with you. I keep saying that I'm going to get out the inversion table, so that's what we're going to do. That's exactly what we're going to do. Yeah, and again, how many people have had to suffer through something like that throughout history, and they were just deemed as crazy because nobody else heard that same ringing. And there was the old stories of the wives, I guess specifically in the Kansas area, like those Dust Bowl Plains areas, settlers that were going insane from the whistling of the wind all day because they were just in the home, just hearing that whistling, and so it was driving them insane. So, yeah, amazing how the things we don't think about can have such a profound effect on us. Copyright strike. Was it pretty spot on? All right. We're gonna walk through this messy house, man. Ah, everything's a work in progress. Everything's a work in progress, but man, do I have an area in need of some attention. Why me says, where are you from, bro? I'm in the States. Where are you at? Where are you at? So, got the inversion table. What do we got? You're from Kashmir. Hey, nice. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. And you're welcome to join the channel. We'd love to have you. Today is day 147 of doing 100 push-ups every day. Oh my goodness. This is exactly what I needed. Oh, pop. There goes a pop. And you can kind of see my face right here. And this is without even hanging all the way. Definitely hanging on, like by your arms, just a dead hang is good. But man, there is nothing like just a flat out inversion table stretch. And this was without the bar, so I can take this bar out and go all the way. I think my hair is touching the floor now. It didn't used to do that. Oh, I can turn a little bit. Give myself that. Oh. Why me? Do you work out? Do you play sports? What do you do in Kashmir? And I've actually done like a variation of crunches hanging from here. Or you can just hold what I call the hanging plank. You can see my stabilizers. I'm all shaky and jittery here. But man, you can feel it through the hips, through the lower back. Feels great. And I got a couple pops like in the middle of my back. So if I want to walk myself up, just bring myself back up here, put my bar back in, and go from there. Extreme tinnitus is no joke. I've had that table probably since like 2010 or 11. I got it at Big Five. It was like the $99 table, but it has served served so well. Thought about getting one of those for a long time. Any inherent danger or things to be aware of. So the board is wooden, and so when I first got it, the board had cracked, and while I was in it, and so that kind of left me in a very precarious position because you can't really push yourself back up when it's cracked. But I was able to have somebody come get me out of it. And other than that, no, I haven't had any drawbacks or things that I would say are negative from it. You do kind of have to work your way up as far as your tolerance for the hang. And then my pads. Let's see, the pads over here, the foot pads. they've kind of worn down over time. But other than that, it's been a blessing. It's been an absolute blessing. Yeah, to Mr. Burns' point, they are safe. They are safe indeed. I would recommend it, and I've been singing their praises for quite some time. For that reason alone, for spinal health, for spinal health, it's a winner for sure. I'm gonna jump back on for just a momentito. Let's see if I get a wider, maybe a little better view there. My phone holder is sorely lacking. And normally, I am more than satisfied with this position. I think it's less like pull on the body, so I can feel everything in my lower lumbar right now just feels stretched and decompressed. No weight on it, no nothing. So I could sit like this for quite some time. And when the pads were newer, you could sit for a longer amount of time. Really, what starts to happen is after a while, your body weight starts to pull, like at that area where your top of your foot and heel are at. That's about the only kind of drawback. But new pads, or just wrap some towels around it or something, so you have the extra padding. I think you're good to go. And I used to hang for a lot longer, so again, just something I need to get into. But my schedule was different. I think that's the one thing that we always have to think about is um, my fitness levels. A lot of times will be accompanied by my work-life balance and other things that are going on. So um, it'd be nice to be able to get back on it on a regular basis, but don't always get the opportunity to. So, and sometimes I can just take my hands right here and pull a little bit, and that feels great too. It's kind of a cross between. It's not quite the level of letting your full body weight hang, but it's still giving a little extra on the stretch that just this particular angle doesn't provide. And sometimes I'll just sit like this in between. Uh, oh, is the sun killing the view now? I feel like the sun came out and kind of took that view. Yes, Mr. Burns says decompression can cause pain in some, though. So, yes, build up to it. Yep, I agree. It's all feedback, though. So, if you're just feeling good or having poison, that's just information. Matt says probably cheaper than traction appointments at the doc or physical therapist. Yeah, and it's kind of like it kind of boils back down to the world as a gym. Um, you you save time, you save money by being able to have it at your home. So here's like the wood underneath part. Pain, not poison. Yeah, if you're having poison. Sergio says, I only need to, after squats, you go 100% heavy max range of motion. Yeah, that would be a good time to decompress for sure. Um, Good for recovery.
And decomposition, low joint risk. Yep. The whole concept just makes sense if you're using gravity to elongate and create space in that spine. Yeah, you get blood in the vertebrae as well. Good spinal health. So um, if you can get it, I would recommend it. It folds up. I mean, it's not like tiny, but it's worth it. It's worth it. Great for end of the day before sleep. Yeah, and you're already spine decompressing when you're sleeping. So what an aid to have. Probably first thing when you wake up too, get some circulation, blood to the brain. Uh, Man, for sure. And I, I'm not saying I expect it, but I kind of know that at some point we will see Mr. Burns in one as well, because this is one of the most resourceful people I've come across as far as being able to obtain things. Uh, yeah, you are shorter the day, and yeah, I can't have that. I'm already under 6 foot, so can't have that. Matt says the older dude that was touting these on QVC back in the day, I should have hit on it way back then. Yeah, I don't remember. I do remember seeing those where they had them like really fancy and stuff like that. This is literally like a plank. Mr. Burns does own one. Ah, see, I knew it. I knew it. That is fantastic. Yes, then start throwing it in. We can do the inversion lives and just chat from an upside down position. Ah, and especially for a man doing 10,000 steps a day. Uh, that's a lot. That's a lot on the spine. And what we can do is not have our father's spine. And by that I mean being able to take advantage of a lot of things that weren't available um, in the way that they are now. The new perspective impact, yes, the in your face, the POV, the POV. But yeah, this is the full hang. Oh, this is a good place to actually do some Kegels from too. The inverted Kegel. Watch this. Oh, 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 the inverted Kegels. Yes, yes. You see all the blood going to my face from these Kegels. Matt says you kind of sound like that elf on Christmas cartoon. The one that wanted to be a dentist when you're inverted. I know, all that pressure. Oh, 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 oh. Whew. It's fantastic, though. It's fantastic. Well, uh-oh, there we go. Can't say here, King. Yes, the Kegels. Aye, the Kegels are calling. The Kegels are calling. Oh, and then sometimes I'll just go up here for the slight rest, because to Mr. Burns' point, it can be painful, but in this case it feels good. But for me, it's more like oh, the lower back, the lumbar. Yes, I am out front. I'm having a Kegel with cream cheese for breakfast. I know I'm giving away that foot content and all this Kegel work. Cakes up in the air every day, man. Even that cat ran by me like, nope, I'm not messing with that guy. Yeah, somebody's gonna be getting a show. Whew. And I used to double down, and I need to get back to this as well. I'm sure Mr. Burns has a tens machine, but I would do the tens machine while I was on here. I'd put it on my lower back and then give myself the zap, tase myself. Reluctant gamer in the house. What is up, reluctant? What is up, mate? Wagwan, bruv. Can I get that over here? Oof. I got it. I got it. I got it. Whew. John says, "Oh, dudes." So Wagwan Taliban. Oh. Nathaniel says, "I got a zippy zappy, but it started doing zaps for real, so I'd use no more." Yeah, you got to get a new one. Mr. Burns says, "Wagwan, Gamu, reluctant, don't fall and break your neck." No, I'm locked in at the feet. But this is great for the back, great for the spine. Oh, yeah, John, what's going on? What's going on at the farmers market? Right, reluctant. Yeah, it gets really tense when I take out the safety bar and I'm straight up and down. Nice, nice. Get that massage, sir. Get the massage. We gotta start taking better care of ourselves. Make sure they hit your feet as well. Get those feet. Oh man, mad. Yeah, the inversion table. By all means, by all means, I would highly recommend it. What say you, Mr. Burns? Do you highly recommend? Uh, every bit I'm feeling right at that tailbone area. And we did a thorough stretch too. So sometimes you just need to be thorough, as in doing like the extras. So right here, let me point with my other hand. Right here, I'm feeling that. Feeling just it's like that good bad, where it's like it's a little painful, but it's relief at the same time. And my face is all stuffed up now. Oh, feeling good though. Yes, but beware, it's not small. It's not a small footprint, even folded up. No, it is not. No, it is not. It is. It will take up some space. Absolutely. It looks convenient, like okay, it does fold and things like that, but no, even folded up, it is a unit. Oh, Matt says, "Thank God it. Thank you, Nathaniel." Also, you can get an inverted without the table. Yoga is world is a gym embodied. Handstands and headstands. Get after it. Yep. My back is decompressing just watching this. Yeah, they used to have the old school ones where you just could do like you had the cuffs that you just put around your ankles. You could hook it over a bar. But even that, I think, takes up some space unless you could just go out to like your local park and hang upside down. Which you could probably do that like old school style where you put your knees over one bar and then your feet under the other to hook you in and just hang upside down. So again, the world is a gym. Or legs up the wall is a great entree to inversions. Yes. Yep. I love that feel. I do love the feel though. Just don't fall asleep unless you're strapped in tightly, right? That would, yeah, that would be an interesting one to wake up and your head is like twice its size because it's all your blood went to your brain. I wonder if this inspires more thought though, where we're getting that blood. I've wanted to try yoga, but the stereotypical me and my old school mindset. Hey, go to Africa, your real home. Oh, oh, is this the same dude from the other day? Well, yeah, Africa's my real home, just like Australia, just like Antarctica. Anything on planet Earth is my real home. So you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. That is part of my home. So that's like would be like the living room, and Canada could be like the upstairs bedroom. So absolutely, absolutely. Go to your real home. Absolutely, yeah, I agree. I do want to go to other rooms of my home. Absolutely, Mr. Burns with the stark face. Yes, we're all children of Africa. Why me says, bro, you're looking like Andrew Simmons. Who's Andrew Simmons? No, no, you're just Africa. You're real home black man. But the Earth. Yeah, so you don't know it, but you're part black too. It all comes from Africa. So again, it's all our home. It's everyone's home. It's weird. The late Australian cricketer. Nice. Um, I have a Aussie jersey of a player. Was it Warner? Who is Warner? Was he cricket or was he Australian rules football? YB says, I love Africa. Yeah. Matt says, I hear you, Nathaniel. I do worry about Yogo messing up my back. No, so go to Africa and get out. Well, if I go to Africa, what am I getting out of? What are we getting out of when we talk about go to Africa? Because it's still my home. It's still my home, and I'm your big brother, so I'm gonna go where I want. So where are we going? What are we getting out of? Yoga will fix your back, brother. Absolutely, it will. Absolutely, it will. This whole troll is not making sense. It's not making sense. Speak like normally. I think you are originally from Kenya. You would be wrong. Where was Lucy from? Mr. Nathaniel, where was Lucy from? The mother of all people. So you might be right. It might actually, if you trace it back far enough, might be from Kenya. I don't remember where they found the remains of Lucy, but you're right. But that would mean you are too. You're from Kenya. So you go back to Africa. You go back to your home. How's that? How's that? And I'll see you there. I'll see you there. And then I'll say, hey, brother, it's me, your big brother. Hey, little bro. Little bro, get right here, right under my armpit. That's what we'll do. Sharuk. What up, Sharuk? Sharuk is back from soccer. Sharuk, I'm in the inversion table. And we got somebody telling me your old grandfathers come from Togo or Angola. Well, does that mean yours do too? Does that mean yours do too? You say get out of here, but you didn't say if I get out of here where I'm going to. You say like get out of here, but where am I leaving? Go back. Approach yoga like training. You'll make gains. Absolutely. Yeah, Mad, yoga is Lucy is from Ethiopia. All right. Mad, yeah. I understand that. Like the stereotypical, and I also understand like same thing with meditation. But once you get into it and you're doing it, man, you're going to always you're always going to wish that you had done it sooner. You said, peace on you, man. IAA. Julian, what is up? Peace on you, too, man. Why do you come in on that energy, though? Why does it always go back to Africa? Why is it that sort of stuff? What's going on? What's going on with you? We're all good people here. We're all just coming in on some good energy. Julian says, what's good, man? Julian, how are you today? I'm in the inversion table, trying to get some decompression on the spine. So I'm going to do a little bit of a full hang. For sure, man. And yes, absolutely. Mr. Burns says peace to all. For sure. For sure, for sure. But we got to keep in mind we're all citizens of the world. Borders are man made. Passports, visas, green cards, all that stuff is man made. We are all inhabitants of this earth. And therefore, when you say go back to some place, it's all part of the same place. It's all part of the same place. Approach flexibility like training progressive overload. Shruk says you are going to sleep now. Take a small nap. Mr. Burns says yes, Mr. Vincent. Yes. That's all that it is. We're all part of the same place, but we've let politicians and greed keep us divided. And that's a shame. That's a shame because most of us have not benefited from these power structures built in place to keep us separated. No one is illegal. Mike says yes, but throughout the Bible you see the history, the importance of the wall of Jerusalem, where God instructed them to build a wall due to the difference of cultures and religions. But yes, again, uh, I'm just going to say those things I would look at as, again, man-made. Man, my mood is not okay because of my girlfriend leaving me. I don't know what I should do now. I'm broken. Um, man, yeah, Mr. Burns says your girlfriend leaving you doesn't excuse racism. Andrew Halili, what's going on? Uh, I agree, though. Just thought I'd share, says Mike. Uh, man, yeah, your girlfriend leaving you shouldn't sway you this much. This is not manhood. If you're going to be in your manhood, you got to be able to like take certain things on the chin. I'm not saying you can't express your emotions, but you got to have some control over how you express those things and not lash out at other people, broken or not. Hey, how are you doing today?
Doing well.
All right.
It's nice to see you. I hope you have a really radical day tomorrow.
Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much.
And I look forward to doing that at the Southern House. I see you again.
All right. Be well. Matt says, here's some real positivity. About 10 months ago, I joined the gym. The results overall have been amazing. Nice. Julian says, hate to say it, but people are tribal, though. Look at any prison, separate real quick. And once upon a time, I want to finish what Julian was saying. Once upon a time, if you didn't know your enemy, who your enemy was, you were dead. Um, yeah, that's true that people are tribal, but again, they have the right to go in other places. I'm not saying that people can't separate into groups. What I'm saying is we are all inhabitants of the same earth. And borders certainly are made and built for protection, but you also see where tribes have interacted as well and did create massive barriers and brainwash their people into thinking that everything around them was a threat. You certainly were wary of things that didn't look like you, but there had to be interaction between those tribes as well. So, and even so, if that's the case, then why aren't we looking at that and learning? We're the most technologically advanced time in history, and yet here we are having the same old arguments. That's kind of crazy. Man, good on you. That is fantastic that you are doing that. IIA says, what should you do? You're broken that your girlfriend left you. You kind of got to just move on, man. You got to understand that that's part of the world. It doesn't always work the way that we want to. It sucks, and you got to be patient, but you got to heal from it, and you got to replace the attention that you were giving to this young lady in that relationship and give it to something else that's positive in your life. Don't go find alcohol. Don't go find drugs or destructive behaviors. Get out of that racist mindset. Start doing positive things for yourself. That's what you can do. Because if you're broken, only you can fix that. Nobody else can come pick up your pieces for you. And that's just the honest truth. And I don't think there's a guy in the chat that hasn't experienced some sort of massive setback or letdown like that, where you have to sit in that silence and you just have to allow that. You're going to understand that time is going to kind of heal this, but you have to do something positive in the meantime. Mike says if her girlfriend left you, yes, she will be heartbroken. That's human experience, but turn that grief into strength. Absolutely. Uh, Prison is not a natural social experience. Yep. Nathaniel says, be vulnerable about your pain, but lashing out. Indeed, Mr. Vincent. Yep. Krami, what's going on? At my man mood, it will get better, bro. Yes, for sure. Yep. Endry says, what are you guys talking about exactly? Endry, we had this person come in and make a lot of just comments that were kind of lashing out and is now talking about being broken because their girlfriend left them. So we're just kind of talking about what you can do as a result of that. But telling me to go back to Africa, it doesn't. That's not how you get past your pain. You don't try to inflict pain on other people because you're in pain. That's not how that works. Nathaniel says we're evolved. Those old ways don't need to continue. Reluctant says you not got a pull-up bar. I do, but I like being able to hang from my feet and not have to involve my hands. I can hang longer that way. Nathaniel says nice work, Mad. Also, those inversions will melee your nose stuffy. Will make your nose stuffy. Sergio, just work out. Don't hurt. Yeah, that's another one. You got to find something positive that you're going to be able to put your mind and energy into. Maybe Mike says, if you're reading this, double tap that thumbs up, aka the like button. Make with Mike thumbs up. Julian says, so true. Matt says, truth to the saying, keep your friends closer, keep your friends close, enemies closer. Yep.
and work out. If you're broken, don't go breaking into others. It's not how to heal. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Word to Ice Cube, Mr. Nathaniel with the 90s hip hop. Mike says when you have a massive health issue or emotional problem, it's like everything else in the world doesn't matter until you get that fixed. I understand where you're coming from. Keep going. Sharuk says, I have small work. See you tomorrow. Hey, nice job. Nice job, Sharuk. Get get yourself out there. Get that money. Sharuk needs that traveling money. He says he wants to come to the UK and the US. So, Indri, how are you today? Mr. Burns, we got that like. Hey, we're at 11, guys. We're at 11 likes. And I don't know that person's name who came in on the Africa stuff and all that. Krami, how are you doing in Morocco? I don't know their name because it's in a different script, but it's it's going to get better. It's like it'd be like breaking your leg. Like time is going to heal the wound, and at some point you're going to forget the pain, but sometimes you have to sit in it. I don't know what caused the split, but it happens. It happens, and sometimes you have to reflect upon your part in things as well. You should. It's a healthy thing to reflect upon your part in things. Um, and find out, is there something that you can do to build yourself up, to give yourself the possibility that this doesn't happen again. He's got Leonardo from TMT as an avatar. Mr. Burns. Matt says, have a great weekend. You have a great weekend. Enjoy the gig and try to get that self an inversion table. Mr. Burns says, maybe she was over your racist and small minded thinking. Be better. I got to say, congratulations, sir. I've never seen, like, it's rare to see somebody pull the dragon out of Mr. Burns. Julian says, that's what he was telling you. That's what I'm saying. On women will respect the weak man, and a weak man is a dangerous man because he can't control himself and might do something crazy. Yeah, you are not wrong, man. You are not wrong. Unstable men are very dangerous. What song should I shout out to HWPO? Nice. Oh, I like taking care of business every day, taking care of business. So we got HWPO, TCB. Yeah, yeah. I think that'd be a good one. Mike says, take it one day at a time. Each will be less painful than the day prior, aka time. Yeah, and to Mike's point, the healing will come, but you really got to like have something in place. That's going to not have you like going crazy thinking about what was, um, because she had her ability to she made her choice. So again, I don't know what happened, if there was a fight, if there was just something, but uh, Mr. Burns says I'm not seeing that song chat comment. Mad was asking what song should he shout out at the gig tonight to HWPO at tonight's gig. All right, Julian, have a good one. Thanks for your insight and input. Um, Interesting topics. Never fail to jump up in the chat. Mr. Burns says she dodged a bullet. Yeah. Uh, Yee. Free smoke. Free smoke. Oh, free smoke. And Miroslav Zebez says no. Just came in on no. Well, I'm going to say hi. So how about that? Miroslav, where are you coming to us from? What part of the world are you in, Miroslav?
Oh my goodness, this feels fantastic. Nathaniel says, violence begets violence. Leonardo will not fix himself from our wisdom and urging. Yes, free smoke. Miroslav is from Slovenian. Nice. Where is Slovenian? I've never heard of Slovenian, but welcome to the channel. And you are welcome to subscribe. We have people from all over the world, so we would love to hear from you. What time is it there? Do that one, man. Absolutely. Yes, Miroslav, what time is it? 10 o'clock? Is that PM or AM? I'm guessing PM. Next set, yes, PM. Okay, so we've been on live for a couple hours, so about 8 o'clock your time is when I would normally start, and we go every day at 5:15 Mountain Standard Time in the U.S. And um, yeah, we do 100 push-ups plus some other exercises, and we've got a bunch of really amazing people in the chat from around the world, so you're welcome to join. We'd love to have you. And if you subscribe and leave it in the chat that you subscribed, we will do 20 push-ups for your subscription. Mr. Burns says, time to shed archaic thinking. Absolutely. Make what Mike says, next set. What set are you on, Mike? What set are you on? Bad acoustic. Hands up for Nathaniel. Miroslav says, but don't smoke. Please, it's not good. No, we're not saying smoking as in smoking, but free smoke means giving somebody a hard time. That's what I meant. No, we do not smoke. That is terrible for you. One of the worst things you can do to your body. And John, yes, we had a troll. We had a troll. But I think he's been in the chat before. So, Mr. Burns went uh, full in, and hey, rightfully so. Um, Rightfully so. We don't come in on that sort of energy, whether it's against people of differing colors, differing genders, differing orientations, different religions. We're not doing that. Mike says, like anyone reading, double tap the screen or press the thumbs up. Mr. Burns with the smoke emoji. All the smoke, yes. Miroslav, do you work out or do you play any sports? What is a sport there? A popular sport? We all belong here. Yes. Impact is for everyone. That's right. That is absolutely right. Whew, whew. The world is for all of us. Absolutely. This man brought out the abolitionist in Nathaniel J Burns, which I believe he would have been in a different life or a different time and period in history. Yeah, it's rare. It's rare, and there's there's a fire. There's a fire deep down in that man. Don't have him waving that torch at you. Whew. But I love to see it. That is the fight that we need to have against evil thought and evil words and evil actions. People willing to actually stand up and fight and point it out and not be the weak and docile. How can a human be illegal? We're all natural. Yep. How can a human being be illegal? Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. Great question to broach. But Dr. King said, "Beware the moderates." Yeah, yeah. So many brilliant quotes from that man. So much brilliance. Oh, wait. But you may not be wrong with that sort of small-minded thinking. It doesn't. It doesn't heal quickly. Um, and you're very. Oh, wait, my lower back. You're very correct that it's going to take some time for that sort of mindset to leave people. So hopefully, he figures that out before inflicting the that sort of stuff onto other people. But I think people are safe on the internet as well. People feel safe enough to say that. I seriously doubt that uh, that's the sort of person that would walk up and just say that to somebody in their face. So we have a lot of things going on. We have a very um, lacking range of emotional control, very lacking awareness just on humanity, um, poor communication skills. Yeah, is that the name Leonardo, or is that just a name you gave him because because of the turtles? Ah, it just hit me. Ah, you savage. All right, all right, Leonardo, it is. Okay. I'm slow. It took me a minute. Mike, did you know? Because I, I was thinking he hit a translator or something. He's not got a name, just a picture of lethargic of Leonardo. Like the video. You love this live. Yeah. Um, yeah. I kept like Leonardo. How did he get that? And then it's like, okay, okay. And that was the sneaky one. If you'd have said like Donatello, I don't remember what the other two's names are, but if you'd have said one of them, I may have caught it quicker. But uh, yes, you pointed out the turtle. Damn, Mr. Burns, went ham today. Or what would be the equivalent of that acronym for a non-meat eater? He went yam. Oh man, that the idea that prison is a natural social structure is scary to me, bro. Yeah, ham, bologna, and cheese. Yes, that. Yeah, Julian's point about going to prison. That is way more of a survival sort of thing where you are immediately kind of thrust into that. But
I've also known people who served years in prison and didn't adhere to the gang mentality or the groupings and things like that. So I think a lot of it is what you are, what you're going in on, like what kind of energy you're going in on. And some might be like way more forced into that than others, but you still have the right to pick. You still have a right to pick and choose what your existence is going to be, even in prison. So, yeah. And again, to your point, which is the point I was making too, is okay, if we know all of those things historically, why are we still doing them? If we know how to prevent certain things, why are we still doing them? So, I don't know where Leonardo is from, but um, it's. It's there's got to be people in his community and culture that don't think the same way. So this is just somebody who is extremely ignorant, void of knowledge, and seemingly hurt. But to Mr. Nathaniel's point, being hurt doesn't excuse like trying to break other people around you. That's not how that works. Mike says yes. Once you learn your environment affects who you are, you can learn to not let it affect who you are. Yep. You just have to not be a follower. John says, "What did I miss?" John, you've missed a lot. Um, we had the guy who came in and was telling me to go back to Africa. And so, the reply was, well, Africa is part of the world. We're part of, this is everybody's home. John says, let me crush someone. And then it just kind of went from there. So we were talking about some people jumped in and said, but people are tribal, so it's not like the world is just everybody's. But I say that it's largely man-made. So yeah, we've seen this before. We've seen this before. So um, total ignorance. Yep. And then once Mr. Nathaniel went full first one into the fire. And this person then said, "Well, my girlfriend left me. I'm broken." But the whole point is we're not as men that it's not an excusable course of action. Okay, you're hurt. It's happened to everybody. You're hurt. It sucks. But the one thing you don't do is lash out at other people and try to break them just because you're broken. But it's the old adage: hurt people hurt people. Mike says, yes, they're going off their memory. They memorize being hurt, so they hurt others. You can't let your memory control who you are. Yeah, you learn from it, but don't let it dictate. Nathaniel said, he's on the internet. Information is available. Willful ignorance is not excusable when it comes to go back to Africa. Yep, yep. Mike says, John, was that your like? Thanks. Mike is on 9. Is that set 9 I'm seeing now? Mike says, I hope to never go to prison, but if I were, I would help make the change, the mindset of the people to attempt to make the best side of the situation. Yeah, you don't have to fall in for those things. Thinking outside of the box is a quote I like to reference to not letting your memory control your habits daily, says Mike. Yep. Hurt people do not need to hurt others. Don't spread that. Choose better. Yeah, no, I'm saying it's the old adage that hurt people, but no, we don't have to do that. That's a choice. People choose what they're going to do. So to your point, choose better. Absolutely. Like pretend you couldn't remember anything and you had to mention all of the sudden you would not remember your habits. So your habits are really memory impulse that make you comfortable. Get used to doing challenges like we do here, working out every morning instead of comfort, and your memory will start not liking the comfort ways that seem like cheating or shortcuts, even worse. Mr. Burns, bullseye. John says, I love all of you, even that clown. Yeah, no point in putting the hate in there. No point in putting the hate in there. So think outside of the box. Don't let your memory control who you are. If your memory controls you, then you have to do the same thing daily in your mind, body, muscles, your soul. Mr. Burns says, I got no love for the clown. Uh, yeah, it's interesting, for sure. And there's that sort of tone. Yeah, I beat him down, Nathaniel. Clown needs to grow up. Yeah, John says I'm just being calm. Meg with Mike says don't let others make you upset. In a way, what I started doing is I feel sorry for them because I realize they're suffering in their mind and they need help unlocking the key. John says a total smashing. Yeah, I think I'm probably more, I don't like, not used to it, not used to it. But it's not foreign to me. And so when I hear that, when you hear something that you've heard the entirety of your life, it doesn't hit the same anymore. There's an immunity to it. That's the word I should say. I'm not numb to it. I'm aware to it. I know what that means, but I'm immune to it because it's not going to evoke the reaction that they want. Those are the people that are looking for a fight, and sometimes a physical one. Now, I'm a man of peace, but if you put your hands on me, I will end you, and not your life, but I will end your campaign of hate and attempt to damage me. So, uh, yeah, the scary part is it is a call, Mr. Burns. Um, yeah, Mike says yes. Memorize the lessons from the memory, not the action that you did to mess up to do it again. That's a good point. John says old Uncle Johnny would take care of that mental midget. Mr. Burns says, of course, Mr. Vincent, you're correct. But if somebody did this to a friend of a different orientation sexually, or if they did that to one of the women, or if they had done that to somebody came in attacking some of our friends here in the chat for being of different religions, or like I would feel the same. I think when it's at us, again, there's an immunity to it, and so I don't react the same because it's almost laughable. Using words to end the hate campaign, but don't press your luck, unevolved clown boy. Oh, yeah, yep. John says, so let the hate roll off. This is Impact Athletics Association. Yep, it is. And this too shall pass. But these, I mean, people like this are great lessons for all of us. Like and sub and find out how badass we are, for sure. People like that are great lessons because they bring up talking points and discussions that sometimes we wouldn't otherwise just introduce ourselves. And uh, I like that. I like that for the channel. Like the live, LTL, yes. I like that we have these discussions at times. And it would have been nice had this person, like some other people that we've talked to with those relationships issues, would have been able to sit and listen to older men and people who have been through things, and even guys their own age. But this is it's a maturity issue at any age, and unfortunately, the energy they came on with automatically set the table for how they were going to be received, and that's a shame because we've included everybody. Mr. Burns says, yes and no. This is an inexcusable trespass to our space. I'm not stuck on that moment. Education for all of us here is necessary. Agreed. Agreed. We lift each other up. Absolutely. Including people who hate. And we set the dogs on racism. Mr. Burns is not playing this morning, folks. Had to unlearn things more than I had to learn things. Agree. Yeah. What we do about it is going to be our choice, and what he decided to come in on was his choice. But sometimes having the talking to that person can also help others as well. Mr. Burns says, "Congratulations, you're white." Uh, uh, I got nothing but time, little lady. Yeah, um, the talks are good. The talks are good because there might be somebody else in the chat that isn't on that energy, but might be going through something similar. So they may hear some good advice that we could have given to this person, and unfortunately, now he caught all the smoke. Mike says, as a child, forget everything everyone's taught you as an impulse to life and start from scratch and start making only positive impulses until you have no negative left is the goal I try. Yeah, I think a lot of that's going to be what you were raised too. With your favorite fisherman is in the house. What is going on? What is going on? John says, John Smash. Yes, Mr. Burns, beware the moderates. Mr. Burns, I feel like we could do breakfast and a podcast this morning. Welcome, Fish. How are you today? How are you today? All right. We. This is Impact Fitness. Fish, we're doing great. I'm doing great. How are you? How are things on your end? We had a bit of a troll circumstance, so we're just kind of uh, talking it out afterwards in the aftermath. Impact. Amen. Yes. Likety like. HWPO. Man, I'm telling you guys, the impact effect, training for life, betterment of self. All of these are values that Mr. Burns knows as well, so I understand exactly where he's coming from because there is too much information out in the world available to us to still adhere to a lot of short-sightedness. Make with Mike says, share the live now before it ends to your social media, all viewers. Indeed. We got no time for hate. Nope. Nope. And it's sad to see when people hate themselves enough um, to not know better. And even with improper raising, even with bad advice, even with being indoctrinated into certain thoughts and beliefs, we have a choice at some point to choose to do better or choose to think differently. We have that choice. It's a free choice, no matter what your societal or cultural upbringing has been. You have a choice. Mike says, yes, iron sharpens iron, and another man sharpens another man's conscience. I believe this happens here as we all keep each other in check and motivated without being too personal. Yep. Sorry again for the scripture. Just thought I would share. Nope. Keep sharing, Mike. Absolutely. John is at 20. Says, let's go. No offense. None taken. 20, 20 for all of us. Did we get a subscriber? New subscriber? We had the person from Slovenia, but not sure if they subscribed or not. Educate yourselves. Yep. John, bring us together. Yep. Educate yourselves. Yep. Self-education is huge, and I've got about 4 videos on the VAJ channel called Self-Educate. Simply for that. 20 for all of us. We deserve it. Yeah. Oh, Nathaniel says, indeed, John. We do. Yep.
John says, here I go. Will inversion push-ups, will those count? Or they're much slower. 5, 6, almost like a tricep if I just keep the elbows in. 7, 8, 9. Old thinking will get us old times. Terrible results. Absolutely. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Mr. Burns says I'm all warmed up. 17, 18, 19, 20. Are you doing the walk, Mr. Burns? Mike says, I think Vincent and Nathaniel should do a podcast, one episode where they're at a desk with dim lighting, a cup of coffee like Joe Rogan. Am I wrong? Well, that's certainly an option. That is certainly an option. $20 down. Nice. Oh, ooh, that pull, I got a little pop in the neck as well. Feeling good. Nathaniel says, go, John. Nathaniel says, yes, Mike, expected. Yes, absolutely. Um, did I miss your reply, Mr. Burns? Are you doing your walk? Or has the sun come up too much already? Last night, info was important. Guys, we had a great chat last night. John was holding it down on the impact side. Fish was in the VAJ side. I had both my channels going. On live last night. We were talking about win now. So win what is necessary, and now no other world. So it talked about having a strategy on how to set your goals, what should be in those goals, and helping helping yourself like put things together so you can benefit yourself and build yourself up. And the now, no other world. So when you are doing that said thing towards those goals, you're giving it your complete focus. Um, we had a great chat with that. And Mr. Burns was able to join in towards the end, and then he did his walk. Nice, congrats, John. Keep going, keep making those sales. HWPO, that is the epitome of that. That man is at a farmer's market this morning with everything that he's made and grown, his labor, and that's going to be the payoff. Is getting other people good food and being able to, again, make his profit off of it. All right, let me step out of this. Whew. Ah. Ah. It's crazy kind of how stretching can also stiffen the back. Oh, man. That's so necessary. I think it was reluctant said they're going for a deep tissue massage. I could actually use a massage today. I could use a massage for sure. Ugh. Yeah, let them know about Impact on. Yes, yes. We should go. We should have done the shared live with John, and we'd have just been doing push-ups for every like barrel or bushel of produce that's sold. Share that QR code. Yes. Oh, wait. Let me see. Got a couple text messages. Never like to break in, but just trying to make sure. Yeah, I'm down for that, Mr. Burns. Whew. Whew. All right. All right. All right. Feel like Andre 3000. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right, now, ladies. Yeah. And I've been lacking with the space, so I'm just going to bring this thing in. Thank goodness for double doors because I can just pop it right inside here. Ugh. There we go. And to Mr. Burns' point, it is not a small unit. I was about to close my door and leave the screen wide open. Wide open. It's not a dangerous neighborhood, but we still can close these things up. All right. Whew. I'm gonna have a seat right here. So we've been going over 2 hours. We're actually closing in 2 hours 45 minutes, somewhere around there. So I think we've accomplished a good amount. There's a Men's Health article on Facebook. What this guy learned while walking 10,000 steps every day. Well, how about that? Isn't that what Mr. Nathaniel J Burns has been doing for quite some time now? Okay.
So we're going to wish John the best on his sales and hope that all of his hard work. Which comment, Mr. Burns? Yes, enjoy that rush, John. Your hard work is paying off, sir. Oh, that's it. It's an article on Facebook. Um, if you like, I can tag you to it. I'll go back to a lot of the impact stuff on Facebook and pull up some stuff. So 12 years ago today, I posted on Azuki beans. Let's see, you might not have heard this one before, but we're betting they'll become a kitchen staple in no time. Azuki beans, aka red beans, are the perfect conveyors for sweetness and the main ingredient in many Chinese treats. We melt for red bean ice cream. They're overflowing with iron, magnesium, potassium, and zinc, and the folic acid levels are incredible. One cup provides nearly 70% of your daily recommended intake. Use them in everything from vegetarian chili to brownies. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but greetings from uh, Chechnya. Greetings. I don't know how to pronounce the name, but greetings. Welcome to the channel. I did another one on spaghetti squash, sea buckthorn. Had I used to post a lot of like just nutritional information on the Impact channel on Facebook. So I might have to start extracting that and sharing it. Chechnya. Yes, I would. Means Titan. Welcome, Titan, from Chechnya. Okay, I like it. Titan. How are you, Titan? And it's Russian. Privet. Is that's hello?
Привет.
Privet. All right. Privet, Titan. All right, folks. Well, I think I'm going to hop off um, and enjoy the rest of this day. We're going to get down to business here pretty soon. I think Mr. Burns is going to be doing his walk and everything else. So we may go live a little bit later. Maybe do another chit chat. So hopefully we can catch some of you guys or get some new subscribers and new people in the chat and understand the impact philosophy and all that good stuff. So I'm going to leave it at that. But guys, in the meantime, I hope this finds everybody in your place, pursuit or beginnings of total health and fitness. Subscriptions are free. You know where to find us in the description. Share it. Shout out to Make with Mike for sharing this content with his people. Gravity Core Fitness has done that as well. So if you have your platforms and you want to share it, that would be awesome. Just to have you guys be able to kind of give that out. Mr. Burns has done that religiously on his lives and in other areas. Let's see. We had John Make with Mike. I know we saw Lindsay for a hot second. We had Julian. We had Reluctant Gamer. We had Miroslav came through, and not sure where Miroslav is from, but there's a little bit of stuff from Miroslav on their channel. I see. Looks like a little girl posting their daughter. Very cool stuff. Who else did we have? We had Julian. We had Indridi Halili, Shrouk, Sergio Gonzalez, yes, in the house. And we had the troll, Leonardo, as Mr. Burns has aptly named him. And yeah, nothing there. Just nothing there. Cromie was here. I think that was about it. I think we got everybody. Matt Acoustic was here. So, again, guys, appreciate it, but time to hop off, time to make a shake. I'm going to try to meet up with Mr. Burns. So, you guys might want to stay close to your devices. We may go live again shortly, or maybe we'll do something different and just do kind of like a sit-down cafe for lunch or something like that, breakfast, lunch, brunch, whatever, and go from there. So, guys, have a fantastic day, and we will see you guys soon. HWPO, hard work pays off, and this is the Impact Athletics Association. Much love to you guys.